Now, greetings happen to all. Allness include the oneness. What you were before you were born, was there fear there? No. So, as you are born, fear of survival, fear of separation, separated. Now, you all people different level of consciousness. Some are more worried, some are less worried.
Yeah.
So why?
Yeah. Why is that?
No, uh, because they chose, they want, you asked for it, knowing or unknowingly. Suppose I'm so stupid, I don't want to gain weight, but I'm eating at the same time.
Laddus.
Eh?
Laddus.
All the time. So I'm contradicting myself, doing one thing, wanting one thing, but at the same time doing opposite. That the mother root of the fear to being crooked. I have compassion, compassion for animals. I love animals. At the same time, eating the bone, fried chicken, fried rabbit. So each minute I'm creating my own existence. This so called godliness or God's generative, operative, destructive, these are unified energies. They are operating in our existence, in the thought level, in the breathing level. Each minute we have the windows going downward, going upward. So, so called prayer meditation is not something you can do. It is happening in our life. Do not do meditation, let it happen. Let it happen mean align yourself, your body mind, with the truth, with the reality. Now, what is the truth? truth cannot be defined because it's not in the words, it's not in the mind level. Yes, all the time it's a blessing. So the one who remain by the truth, of the truth, enjoy it or miss it. But man's mind has created a crookery. I think I love you, that kind of words, degrees, because that's not on degree level. Like someone says, see, you cannot on thinking level. Thinking level means existential level. But some people live in the cloud. See, clouds cannot be made virtual. Suppose you are a woman, can you be pregnant on virtual reality? Either you are pregnant or not pregnant, but virtual reality can create that smoke screen, virtual reality, some kind of hogwash. So is the love. When you are fulfilled with the celebration of life, it speaks itself. It does not need advertisement. The thunder of silence already is. Like you enjoy a fruit, a mango, and suppose you are dumb, you cannot speak without words. How would you describe the taste of a mango? How? If you are dumb and you are given a mango and you enjoy, you don't need to. So, life with fears is only a fake life, and life without worries is another kind of life. You live it or you miss it. You know, do we have time to look at it that even the cats and dogs don't have the watch to worry what time is the dinner time, what time is the lunch time, when will my bus will come. So time is not from to. So the time can be a blessing and curse at the same time because it's virtual. It's, like when you are balanced, you're ecstatic, the time 5 hour go like 5 minutes. And the sub 5 minute when you are with fears and worries and fears, what happened?
It feels like forever.
Yeah, 5 hour become like,
A big job, drudgery.
yeah. But the problem is that the mind think it's coming from outside, someone else, because it's very easy to blame other. Who is the other? You are the other. So ego is such a fantastic blunder that, like a thief which dress up like a policeman and put a drama, I'm going to catch the thief. So if we observe without the words of good and bad, just pure observation, like a 5-year-old don't already have a knowledge, good, bad, right, wrong. Pure observation. Pure observation without the adjectives, good, bad, and all that, right, wrong. That's all the mind creation. So, what is the fear? False entity appear as real.
That's a good one.
That appears as real, but is not, like the mirage. When you reach there, oh, they are not meeting. So, in our life, we keep on changing, mirage. And a new world appear, world of blessing and world of blissful world when you alter the mind. So mind is like uh, million kind of glasses you're wearing, million kinds. When mind become pure and clear, the same finite conditions transform into unconditional freedom. What that mean? That means you are in a big palace, 30 rooms, 50 rooms, but you are still jailed in a prison of the worried mind, worried mind, while the other person who is prisoned in the jail And if he has a healthy body, healthy mind, and he can change and transform the jail cell into a paradise. How? He may be circled, prisoned by the walls, but he can translate it differently. He can enjoy, oh, God is sending me bread and butter on time without doing anything, and other people think I'm programmed and conditioned in one way, but effortless living, and he can open the other channel of the spirit. Who am I? Then he will discover I'm not the body mind. The body mind is preconditioned, born anyway. There are some creative people who could not be blocked, and they wrote wonderful books, novels, wisdom in the prison cell,
Yeah, that's true.
because the pure truth cannot be bound by binding the limits of body. Like, what was that guy, Stephen Hawking? The body was almost like prison, bounded, crippled, but the intelligence don't stop there, because he cannot be programmed by the mind. There is energy, new energy open, which is beyond the mind, the real, boundless, infinite, 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 absolute, everything, and know nothing from the nothingness at the same time. So
Unknown caller.
all things coming from nothingness, nothingness. So it's all interconnected. So mind want to figure it out, but it is cannot be figured out. So either your godliness, divine living, or manly crookedness, which is called the dunya, duality, good, bad, right, wrong, or the real non-duality, which you already are, but appears as separate. See, that's what someone said. You cannot serve the two masters. Two masters mean you cannot have two vision, two glasses, red and blue. So, the bliss of beingness is multi-million dollar, million times much greater than the little pleasures. And once you taste that nectar of divinity, of who you really are, then you don't get persuaded by all the mental fake pleasures. In the 9-month old, in the mother's womb, you already were ecstatic. The same experience of the memory is the mother root of all impression. Then you come out, you create and try to recreate that kind of experience, which is without the objects. But the mind creates the objects. I get this object, then I will get that pleasure. The false illusion is the big mansions, big cars, and all those, none of that give you pleasure. It's a fake idea that because I will buy this, I'll get this, all objects not give you a single 1 minute pleasure. It's only forgetfulness of your fake identity from the real identity. Who am I is not the 3 words. This is 3 penetrations into ignorance. Only a scientist can pierce out the darkness, ignorance of thought level, memory level. Because the heart only can experience, which is unexperiencable, object subject all together at the same time, because the time is no longer there. The choice is not there. I like you, I dislike you. Those go all the time. Or poor and beggar and fear. Objects keep on changing, but they are full of fears. Nothing but fears. But when you are in the pure heart, pure heart consciousness, fears are no longer. The time is no longer. Like someone said, the words are silver, but the silence is gold. Now, the silence cannot be known as we know, as normally people talk of silence not speaking. No, 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 no. Inside, chatter is going on. When the man is silent, means dead, then there is silence there because it stop faking. But that is possible while living when the ego is not there. And that is also called the devotion. That's what happened in the beginning of the relationship. Oh, your desire is my desire, because the flow is there, devotion is there. After a while, the mind take over and ego take over, and then the cat and dog.
Yeah.
That's they may hide it, but the mind and ego is always there. So don't become enemy of mind and ego, but tame them as a servant, not as a master. Befriend. The compassion always become friend. No duality, no enemy. Winning the war without the war. That's the wisdom of being. Because being include all becoming, all doing, all thinking. Because there is no two, only oneness. Anything to say?
Well, when I brought up the question of how can we live without fear,
Yes.
I think the question was on a little day-to-day level. The fears come up all the time.
Yeah.
But what you just spoke of takes it to a much wider, broader level, above and beyond the little daily steps.
Yeah, it's all one because there is no life separate. There is no world out there. It's all the expansion of your thought, thinking. When you concentrate, grosser and subtle, subtle, subtle. What is subtle? Where are you when you are sleeping or in the dream? In the dream, you can be dreaming Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive. Where are they? They are in the little microfilm. So, where is the dream operating? Where is the Beverly Hills in the dream? All Beverly Hills is floating. So, from gross to subtle to the subtler to the subtlest. Subtlest. What is the subtlest? the thoughts, thinking, you're interconnected. The whole world settled down into one drop, and not even one drop, but the spirit. How do you define the spirit? Spirit is no separate physical separation, it's all oneness. So, gross body, subtle body, and then without the body, invisible body. That's why the light, for example, the bulb, where is the light bulb? Where is it? You see any light bulb? Where is it? It is when you turn on, is in operation, in action. But when the current is gone, light is gone, what is there? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing and everything at the same time with the switch of on and off. So the electricity, do you see the electricity in this? These are the cover, these are the arrangements. But this whole energy field connected with the other energy field, and that other energy field connected with the another energy field. So is the spirit invisible. So who am I? The name and form is the outer layer of the inner layer, which cannot be captured. When you see electricity, can you put in your hand?
No.
You cannot capture or control because it's infinite. So you are not separate, but you are the universe in the compact form or representative form. So either you can spoil and waste the life like a little flesh and bones and repeat another model and slowly die. Of course, you earn bread and butter and house. What is that nonsense? That's just total duplication. Do you like to be duplicate and another duplicate and greater? Kings and queen wanted the continuity, and the other crowd cheer, ooh, ooh, ooh. All that is basura. Never knowing who am I, never knowing the essence of all essence. In the name of fear, you are seeking God. You created statues of God. That's also yo-yo, toys. All that goes on. It's all perfectly perfect because like the ocean has octopus, fish, all kind of insects, all kind of waves, big waves, small waves. That's why someone said nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so. So is the life. You cannot be compared with one's life to another life because you are not two. It's all oneness, operating, dancing, already perfectly perfect. Then why do you don't feel perfect? Why don't you feel? Why do you feel depressed and suppressed and repressed? Because you ask for it. You get your life, what you create. Then there are people, memory says, oh, my father, my grandfather, my genetics. That does affect, but you're beyond that. You're beyond genetics, which is not time bound. The consciousness, body mind will deteriorate, time bound. Then the real you, timelessness, is playing the dance and drama of timeline. Body, mind, young, old. That's how you have been observing. Your 10-year-old, 15-year-old, 20, 30-year-old, all those bodies are in you. They may be not active as active, but they are. So who is behind watching and observing? That is the not the mind flux which is coming going like waves, but the one which don't change beyond time, beyond changes. Witness, pure observation without the mind. Pure observation, don't say good, bad, right, wrong. Pure observation as time no longer there. So it's involved and yet not involved. What is that? That is like gold. It changed into five things: chain, ring, this, that. But gold does not know. Gold is not involved. The maker of it, the mind and the mind maker, is doing all that. It appears as five different gods, five different statues, but gold remaining in it, fully in it, yet not of it. So the scientific mind will say, oh, these are not all different. They are all nothing but atom. That's all. The scientist will say it's all atom. Atom means they can see with the microscope. What a yogi will say is all matter is not even atom but the consciousness. Because the consciousness is not there, nothing is there. So it is not two, energy and matter. It's just the two words, like 5 words. Muhammad, Moses, Krishna, all 5 words. The words are not it. There cannot be simpler and easier than godliness. What is difficult? Difficult is the man. God would have been in trouble if it was finding the truth. It could have been the man's trouble. After few years, people will wake up that instead of like 5 finger unified operating in the hand, the same way they will understand there is nothing but godliness, and those were the names, whether it is Muhammad, Moses, Krishna, Buddha, those were just the names, and names are not it. Like the water has 5 names: aqua, water, jal, so H2O remain the same. Such a miracle, such a miracle happen when you start a program, walking, exercise, you feel more and more oxygen, oxygenated blood. And the same way, when you start understanding who am I, then all ignorance is knocked out only by the real scientific vision. Because physiology is not separate from the mental or consciousness. The cats and dogs don't question, who am I? don't need to question because there is no questioning puppet. So when you try to figure out with the mind, you already wrong path. Because mind cannot figure it out. Love. Love has to fall. That's why you say you fall in love. You have to fall. You have to die for a new heaven. What you have to die? This thinking machine, the head chatter. Otherwise, very easy to decorative programs, 10-year, 20-year program, and after 23 years, they will give you a blue dress. And after 25 years, you'll get a orange dress. That approach to the mind, which is good. And not even 25 seconds, you already ate Tattvamasi. Thou art that, thou art it is that. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. What you have to say? Jenny, how you doing?
Doing good. Trying to turn off the chatter of the mind here.
Hmm.
So how do we do that? Make the mind quiet. So
Yeah.
does it just happen, or can we do something to bring about the quiet?
Yeah,
of the
that's
mind?
the whole drama. Whole drama is put because it is a self-perpetuating mechanism. The ego is very similar like ghost. It creates a image and yet it's not there. Eh?
Yeah.
Like it happened, I think in Japan or somewhere, the monastery, he goes to the master, my mind is not quiet. The master say, okay, go ahead, you give it to me. I'll make it quiet. I'll make it quiet. Give it to me. So the guy goes and try to find where the chatter mind. Because that's the whole big drama. There is not there. It's not there, it's there. You see?
So, so that you're saying the chatter is an illusion, and when we try to find it,
Yeah,
it disappears.
yeah. Created. That's the ghost. Ghost when it burned up with the fire, but otherwise ghosts are there and they are not there. So it's like double at the same time. That's why called the shadow. Shadow is there, is not there. Ooh, ooh. It can even make a sound. Ooh, I'm here. You go there. I'm not here. I'm here. But the man tried to find a God, lock it up, in the treasure. I can use it when I need. That's how man did it to the beautiful beauty of the Mother Nature in the form of the woman. You are my woman. If I lock you up mean in my boundary, then it's okay. That's what he's doing to the Mother Nature, owning, controlling, use it when I want. Who is that? You are a fake ghost. All the kingship, queenship is the same, other words of the same control. Then there are other extreme who kick out the world and go to the forest because they love the forest. After a while, they become friend with the animals and forest, like that. I will not say one is better than other. You can argue anyway. But when the heart center opens, mean the duality is gone, oneness is there, and you all embrace it all. You love it all. The darkness, the brightness are just the words. That's why the light cannot be corrupted, the truth cannot be corrupted. All the man-made body mind cannot go close to the spirit. What a mystery. It is, life is a mystery. That, like the electricity comes in the bulb, yet not of it. So the life is in the body, mind, flesh, but not of it. And yet of it at the same time. Like the rose flower. The sap is invisible, S-A-P, sap, the essence of all essence. That's the perfume, that's the petals, that's the sepals, that's the form dancing. Invisible dancing the visible dance. You see it? You see?
Mhm.
That's what invisible showing as visible dance. The timelessness is playing its own time through the mind body. But remember, this vehicle is a rented vehicle. It will come and go like waves. Then, once you see the truth as it is, then you are not in good, bad, right, wrong. Then slowly, the mind running, the mind chatter, the mind chaotic chatter start slowing down. Because the enemy is no longer. That's how the masters like Lao Tzu, Guru Ramana Maharishi, they say winning the war without the war, because there is no opposite, there is no duality. Here is nothing for sale. There is no desire to become more popular or to have a big meeting, big program. What the hell you can do in life when the sunlight, billion, billion, millions here giving the sunlight, only man can try to capsulate and sell it. Slowly, they will discover ways to sell the beach, to sell the air, to sell oxygen cylinder, and what have you, what you have. Sell the beauty, Taj Mahal into different model, all about selling which is not sellable. The truth cannot be taught, cannot be caught, cannot be sold. Truth cannot be said in words. Yes, it can indicate reflection. Normally, the mistake people do is trying to lift yourself with your own shoelaces. What is that? That is my mind chatter, want to chat, silent it, while it itself is the cause. Who is controlling the mind? The mind itself. But when you step out, transcend, this, that's all. It cannot be simpler, easier than that. Like you want to alter your shadow by one machine, two machine, you take a gun, shoot the shadow. How will you do?
It won't work
Why?
because the shadow is not an animate object.
That's why when you quieten the mind, it plays a drama only. But 5 year old don't try. No try. No time. Because it's not the product of time. So satsang is not that you can do or you can think, but where doing and thinking come at its own place. The being pervade which already is. Returning back to the home, effortless, that the state of love, like you have a bird, you make it go, make it go, make it free, and it comes back after a few days or whenever, then there is the connection. Now people understand that invisible connection through their cell, through their that they're interconnected. You're not two. Their cleverness born out of the mind, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, virtual stealing, that's natural because all the mind stuff. Without the guns, steal million through banks. But they forget those clever people that of course you can make your life flow comfortable but inside miserable because you are not cheating others. Others are you. So you get bound and more bound into the bad karma. And because inside you don't have natural sleep, then you start buying artificial sleep by slowly you get full of fear because life is not flowing. You are at disease. That's why the biggest weapon is not the nuclear and virus, but the wisdom of the light, because there is no one to fight anymore. There is no fear anymore. And you are protected without protection. Because the real you cannot be destroyed, cannot be killed, ever. Forever you are free. Right here, right now. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Press end or even.
End.
Yeah.
Okay.